Hi there. Have you tried taking decisions in your life? If you have, then you know how difficult it is to make a decision. So today we are going to discuss about the decision making process and how we can take decisions and what things which we can consider and how we can make it easy for ourselves to come to a conclusion and to make a choice that what we should do. So to do this, we are going to take one example. For example like if you want to buy a car, what things which you can consider to make a decision and make it easy for you to uh, make a right choice. So before that, I would say if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do that to keep getting the updates. Let's move to next slide. As we have discussed that we are taking the example of a car. So I have chosen two cars, same brand, two variants, petrol car and diesel variant. So you can choose the cars which you have thought of and basically based on your budget. So you choose a budget that this is my budget, this is my minimum budget, and this is my maximum budget. So whatever cars are coming into that uh, figure, that budget, you choose those, and from that you figure down some four, five, six cars. Okay, these are my final things from which I have to choose one. Now for that, how you can make the comparison. So I have considered some points for you, jotted down some points for you which you can calculate, and finally you can come to a conclusion how to buy a car. So for example, as I chosen same brand, petrol variant and diesel variant. So what I did, so I jotted down some points. For example, the mileage of the car. So one car mileage is 17 kilometers and other one is 19 kilometers per liter. So monthly run, for example, 1000 kilometers per month. If your monthly run is beyond 2000 kilometers, then calculations will drastically differ. So if your run is more like 3000 kilometers, 4000 kilometers, or 5000 kilometers per month, definitely every calculation will change accordingly. Then it will be easy for you to make a decision. These figures cannot be 100% right, but yeah, you can say that up to some extent these are correct. I'm not saying this should be 100% right, but if you can think of, okay, I can choose 80, 85%, 90% correction into this, so that would be good enough. Now the another thing, if we just calculate on the same figures which I have taken, so 1000 kilometers per month, then based on that we need approximately 59 liters of petrol, and then because average of mileage of diesel car is more, so we need 53 liters of diesel. So and this is the current cost, approximate current cost, so everything is approximate over here. So this is the monthly running cost, if I say, for diesel, and this is for petrol. So accordingly, for 5 years, this much cost I will be spending in petrol and this much I'll be spending in diesel. But again, these are all not correct figures. It's like approximate figures. It's not absolute figures basically. So this is just to give you a calculation formula, calculation method. So now if I say, okay, monthly maintenance cost and 5 yearly maintenance cost, then petrol car, this will be something like this, and diesel car, this will be 180,000 rupees. So if I add up all these things, so this will come up like some figure in petrol and some figure in diesel. Now the main count or catch over here is this kilometer run. So this is in the calculation for 1000 kilometers. If your calculation is not exactly what I am calculating, if you are running car like monthly 5000 kilometers, 6000 kilometers, so all these figures will change. So put as much accurate figures as much you can do, and then make all these calculations. Definitely there are certain other points as well, like you can uh, like if you have taken loan, you can also uh, count the interest paid on the loan amount, or inflation or insurance, because if the amount of the car is more, the insurance cost is also more, but those will not make much difference. But yes, to make it more accurate, you can do that. But these are the major points which will help you to actually come to a decision which car you want to buy. I'm not saying that less value car will be more beneficial for you. It's your choice which car you want to buy, but it will clear out some difficulties for you, which decision you want to make, which way you want to go. Now these are the major points. You can also compare other cars based on these points considerations, or you can also add some critical factors. Okay, if this car does not have the critical factor, this I will not measure, or I will not compare this car. So choose first choose the cars first which you think are meeting your some criteria, critical criteria. Then you choose on these parameters which car you want to buy, or how you, what kind of monthly run you have, and then what kind of petrol diesel rates are there, or if there is an option of electric car or hybrid car, then you also choose and compare those cars, then make a right decision which way you want to go. So this will definitely make the process easy. I'm not saying that this will make sure that you take 100% decision on the lower cost car, but this will give you a fair idea. This will clear your doubts to make a good decision. So whatever decision you take is your choice, your decision. This is just an approximate figure, and this is just to make your process easy to make a decision, to come to a conclusion. I hope this will make the things clear for you, and until next video, thank you so much. Bye bye. We will come with the next video soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.